So we've had a couple of questions on the comments on the YouTube channel about the Triton. Now this is a MV Triton 2024 model. It's a GLS. We got it as a demo model and it came with a whole heap of extras. So let's take a look around and I'll compare it to what we had in the previous Triton to what we've got now in aftermarket accessories as well. So we'll start from the front of the vehicle. Now on the previous Triton we had a bull bar, a light bar, and we had the UHF attached to the bull bar. As you can see, we have no bull bar on this one. A couple of reasons for that. This model is actually a little bit longer than the previous Triton, and we weren't too sure whether putting a bull bar on would allow us to fit the car into the garage. And also we thought, well, a lot of our driving is now done mainly during daytime. Do we really need a bull bar and a light bar? We decided against it. Is that a good decision? I don't know. Everyone's got their own opinion on that, but at this point of time we decided not to go with it. And as a result of not having that, we've repositioned the UHF antenna here, which is attached to the bonnet. Now as you can see, the previous Triton also had a snorkel going up here. At this point of time we have elected not to go with the snorkel. We're just sort of like figuring, well, do we really need it? Are we going to go through a lot of water? Are we going to go through a lot of dust? Only time will tell, but at this point of time we decided against it. On this model Triton, it actually came with Maxxis razors, but they were the highway rated tyres. Because we're going to go a few places that require dirt road driving, and we updated to the Maxxis Razor 811s, which we had on the previous Triton, and we really thought they did really well. For some reason, Mitsubishi thinks that the GLS isn't required for stiffer suspension, as the GLX model, which is the model below, has much better suspension. So when we actually hooked up the caravan onto this Triton, it went nose up. So we quickly went and got suspension upgrade. What we got, and because of mosquitoes, and what we ended up getting, because this was a relative new model back then, there wasn't much around, but TJM at Caloundra, who I do most of my stuff with, they mosquitoes, they sourced around and we ended up getting Tough Dog suspension with a couple of upgrades of the coils as well. So what's behind the door? We have the usual diesel where we put it in, and we have the AdBlue, which is an addition now that Mitsubishi, and I believe most of the other manufacturers might start having to put on. This lasts about 15,000 k's, which is about roughly the time of each service interval. Otherwise you'll get a notification to say AdBlue is low, and so you just go and find a service station that sells AdBlue and just put it in, not a problem. And while we're on the subject of fuel, we upgraded to a 138 litre long range tank. That's through Brown Davis, I think it was. Again, that was installed by TJM Caloundra. Fully engineered. We even got a compliance plate that says everything's all good to go. As you can see, we have a colour coordinated canopy through EGR Gen 3. We had a canopy on the previous Triton and that worked really well for us. What we like about this one is that they don't have the handles on the window and you had to lock it with the key. This basically has a little push button here, press it, open it, and you can see inside there. Around the back here as well, it has a key where you can manually unlock it or lock it, but again it goes like this. Good thing about this is that it's central locking, so once I lock the car everything is locked as well. And as you can see, this model being a bit wider and a bit longer has given us plenty of space here in the canopy, and as you can see we've got a lot of stuff in there. And while I'm here I'll show you, this is the drawer system we had. We had drawers on the previous model as well. Again, it was considered, or do we take the drawers out of the previous one, but because it's wider and longer, well, we just ended up getting new drawers put in. So this is from Niway Works, I guess, and it rolls out very easily, very deep. As you can see, holds a lot of stuff, and same with the other side. But we're both very happy with the drawers and the canopy. Didn't do it. One of the things we also did without that we had in the previous Trident was that we had a car fridge in here and we had the auxiliary battery in under the hood. We elected not to go with that setup again. We figured that the fridge in the caravan is good enough for our needs. Saved a lot of weight, gained a lot of space. Another thing that we had on the previous Trident was clear view mirrors for towing. They were very good. I really enjoyed. I liked them. But with this Trident, the MV model, the Clearview hadn't come out with those mirrors for this particular model. Ended up getting the Milenko mirrors that screw onto the existing mirror. I actually really like these, and I'm not going to go changing them. Couple of reasons. I can take it off when not in use, when we're at home. The price factor, these are $150 versus a couple thousand. And you might notice I've got a little yellow thing here. That's a reminder for me, because these mirrors can fold in when we lock the car, is that to disable that when we got these mirrors in, otherwise they go and end up hitting the window here.
You've also got the left and right sticker on them as well.
No, that's not left and right.
Oh,
the R is for Richard.
Oh, right.
And the L on the other side is for Lovey. Okay, it's right and left. When we purchased the car, we also asked the dealer to install a tow bar. So we got the DO35 hitch put on, plus they also installed the 7-pin and the red arc brake control system. We then had to also get a Anderson plug put in, and also the Safety Dave camera installed, because the caravan came with a Safety Dave camera. We also got the Anderson plug put in. This was because we needed obviously to charge the caravan, but we also got a secondary use out of it with the air compressor. We had the air compressor changed over to an Anderson plug, and so that plugs into the back here. The reason for that is that we wouldn't have been able to reach the caravan tyres going from the engine bay battery. And we recently used it because one of the caravan tyres was leaking. We've just looked at the caravan tyre pressure monitoring system, and you can see that one tyre is up to 59, the other one's 50. I think I've got a slow leak in the right hand side, so we're just going to go and have a look. So our next step is to connect the hose to the valve, turn on the car, turn the compressor on, and get the air in and hope it stays up. So that annoying bipping sound you can hear is because I've taken the sensor off the tyre, so it alerts you that it's not connected anymore. So it's a matter of just, fingers crossed it works.
What do you do? Press a button?
Just press the button and it silences it. So now I'm going to start the car, start the compressor, and put air in. And they get a bit noisy. I pumped the tyre up to where I wanted it.
Now it's my turn to tell you a little bit about the features that we really like about this car. We actually traded in our second car when we purchased this vehicle, and miraculously this one had a lot of the features that we gave up on the previous small car. It's an automatic. It's got a steering wheel that has a nice feel to it, and there's great visibility when driving because I can raise the seat to my level. A couple of the features in our second car that we traded in that I really like in this car is the ability for each seat to be heated during the cold weather, and also the dual control air conditioning, so that if Richard wants it cooler than I do, I can crank mine up a little bit higher. One thing that is an upgrade from our previous car and also the previous Triton is the infotainment unit. The display on this one is a lot larger, so it's much easier to see the maps on. It's also got a really great 360-degree camera function, so you can see above the car, behind the car and in front of the car, and it makes reverse parking a lot easier. And also we're enjoying the quality of the sound system. In our previous cars we've nearly always had to replace the speakers because they've sounded really tinny, but we're really happy with the sound of these speakers. Also, this car came with some really nice black leather upholstery. However, we found in summer that we stick to the leather, so we bought some seat covers, and we thought we were pretty clever buying the seat covers which have the matching red stitching.
I'm really happy with the fuel economy of the Triton. By itself, without towing, it usually goes well under 10 litres per 100, probably sitting around 7 to 8. When towing, obviously, depending on the conditions that we are towing, I'm getting around 14, 15 at the most, towing the caravan. This is a fuel app, and you can see that this is a combined when I'm towing and not towing. So I've got 14.18, 12.33. It's usually around that area, around 14 to 15 when towing. Which side's better?
Oh, it's...
Picked up nice stones as well, and you might even see the occasional kangaroo poop here as well.
So we bought we actually traded in our am I looking here? Where am I looking? At this, where the camera is? It's an automatic.
So when we purchased the car...
Come on, concentrate.